Shalom to the elect, giving all praise and honor, glory to you. How about Shem Shai, by Shem Kudash, and giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone. Well, peace and salutation to the election. Start with the prophets of the Nabiayim, 144,000 choice men that have the true word of Yahweh by Shem Shai, by Shem Kudash. That's preaching to the rest of the remnant, and giving, of course, a shalom to the rest of the remnant, the believers that are not prophets but are believers in the words of Yahweh, Shem Shai, Shem Kudash. Shem Yahweh is Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables camp located here in the city of Philadelphia. Bawa and Mighty Might. We lesson in shalom to the Israelite foreigners, like unto the speckled bird that look like the other heathen nations where they've been scattered to, but lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So shalom. So I had just woke up from a dream. All right, I'm just gonna speak in this spirit. So I had woke up from a dream, and the dream was I just was like, I'm not gonna quench the spirit, as the scriptures do say, quench not the spirit. First Corinthians chapter, or Second Corinthians actually. Uh, 14 and 40. Quench. It probably only shows up one place, but quench not the spirit. First Thessalonians actually 5 and 19. Quench not the spirit. Okay. You can have a spirit that come and have you want to accomplish something, and this could be as a faith booster as it was in my eyes for me, and such, because I don't usually get dreams either. So seeing that spiritual, and I put in like a specific prayer to like maybe a day ago, or two ago, and Yahweh Shem Shai is listening. All right, and also as he says, faithful. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it. Okay, so that's beautiful, because the Lord gonna do a lot of beautiful things for his elect. Okay, and it's gonna be well for his remnant. So let me get also this and hold it, because chapter 34. All right, so in my dream that I have just woke up for, you have I was in an academy, like a martial arts academy, which is also spiritual. The actual name of this place specifically is kind of spiritual, or really spiritual. Everything's spiritual, but really spiritual too. But I ain't gonna give away the name of the specific spot. But you had it. This place, which you just had recently opened within like maybe like this year or so. Still getting off its early time, and getting like members and all that type of stuff. So the place usually doesn't have as many people in there like as other academies would have, which has its pros and its cons, but it was swarmed, and I believe what I remember is it was swarmed with people. It was like so many. It was girls, it was men, but for the most part, I remember it being a lot of women too. Like because when I'm trying to gather my recollection, I see a lot of women too. Jake, like so-called so-called black women, and etc. But and other Israelites go beyond being black right away. That's just a false social construct anyway. You have lighter shades and darker shades of brown. And you have even weight. You have different hues of red, which they even just apply to the melanin, but that's the Edomites. But you do have some of our people that look like them due to us mixing with the other nations, mingling with the other nations and such. But their fathers, being Israelites, would make them Israelites, okay? And that's regardless of appearance, because you can still look like another nation and still father a Israelite child, okay? If you are an Israelite. So say for example, this guy right here, on the outward appearance, this guy looked like a Hamite, but he could be in fact a Israelite. Same with this guy, same with this other guy. All right. The progenitor is all by the seed, the pedigree. That's all by the father. Okay, as Numbers 1:18 tells you. Okay, and also for these women, if their father is an Israelite, going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, regardless, even if they look like so-called Black, Latino, Native American, somewhere down the line, somebody was an Israelite, and that's what matters is the seed. You have it that will make these Israelites, in fact. All right, and you can easily just go, I just get Romans 2 real quick, just a quick reset real quick. Romans chapter 2, and going down to like verse 28, just straight to the point. It says, "For he is not a Jew or Israelite," okay, because you have different tribes, okay, which is one outwardly. Neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart or spirit, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men but of the Most High. Okay, so this thing is very spiritual, though if you don't understand too that it goes beyond what your outward appearance look. And though also it is a thing by blood too. Though we don't have the record, we do go by faith. All right, but you can't just say just because a person don't look like, the Shaquille O'Neal or let me see, like a Patrick Ewing or Lauryn Hill or something. I'm just thinking about a lot of men and such. You can't just say that because they don't look like these particular people, or Michael Jordan or something, that's not an Israelite. They're Israelites, okay? Yeah, and then if it's the spirit that bear witness with our spirit that we're the children of the Most High. All right, Romans chapter 8 and 16, which it tells you, Romans 8 and 16, the spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are children of the Most High. All right, and the Lord's words are spirit and their life. Okay, so if the words of the Lord resonate with you, okay, there's different things that you naturally do, that Israelites do, okay, that are part of the law, statutes, commandments, and you may obey and not even understand why. Well, it's because you're an Israelite, okay? But on basic, if your spirit or resonate with this truth, is most likely because you're an Israelite. And even if you don't, you still can be an Israelite and just be a non-believer. Okay, you had a lot of Israelites that didn't believe in this truth. Okay, and were called up by the other nations where they came out of but they were still Israelites. Okay, you got Elijah himself was called a Tishbite. Okay, and Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead. All right, and you can look up where, some of these different places are. Look at where Gilead is on some maps and such. Town, from the town to Naphtali. Alright, we're basically Israelites, sir, right? Naphtali go back to what's that? Chile, Argentina. I believe when you go into the 12 tribes chart, I think you can. Let me give a better example. Peter was called the let me see, I gotta look back into it. Just give me a moment. I gotta see if I can find that. It's in Galilee. I was gonna get another example, but or even Job, like Job's an Israelite. Job was in the land of Uz. All right, but this is real quick. There was a man in the land of Uz. All right, country of Job. Or it says. Let's see if they got a location. Southeast of Palestine, somewhere in the Arabian desert. That's what they saying here. Between Palestine, Idumea, and Euphrates. Okay. You had a lot of Israelites that sojourned out of Israel. Does that make them not Israelites? That'd be crazy. All right. But, yeah, but there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, or Ayawab, which means hated, persecuted. That man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. Okay? When you go into it, Job was, look, and this is came out the other day, because the other brother Kasab had brought this precept. I thought it was spiritual. It says, and it was so when the days of their fasting was gone about that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed the power in their hearts. Thus did Job continually, ye offering different sacrifices to the Lord for their sins, for atonement. Okay? And that's something for Israelites, okay? That's in our laws, old laws, statutes, commandments, and our custom, okay? This is Exodus chapter 24 and 5. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. Okay, this is part of our customs as being Israelites, okay? Despite wherever you do live, all right? So you got Israelites, and I'll just get to, like Jake Paul most likely is an Israelite, too. I don't really like the guy, but, he's an Israelite, but I just brought him up. Mike Tyson definitely is an Israelite. One of the greatest boxers of all time. Like that's Jeremiah chapter 12. And 9, it says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. Alright, as a speckled bird, being variegated, coming in different colors, different appearances. Okay, looking like other nations, if you can understand. Speckled go back to the Hebrew word Taza Bawai, right, from Tazabai, which goes into color or variegated. Variegated goes into exhibiting different colors, okay, especially as irregular patches or streaks. Just think about Israelites and looking like even this. You go over in the Philippines, you got a lot of Israelites over there, you know, Israelite foreigners, okay, and they living in poverty, you know, but they Israelites, okay. They're wearing Jordan shorts and slides and stuff like that, and this dude probably can dance and do different things. That's just like a Northern Kingdom Jake, you know. He just looked like a Moab, all right. Look, getting their hair getting braided and stuff like that, you know, and they under the curses, you know. You can't say he ain't living in no crap like that. He got a little look, giving a testimony too, just in the spirit. My stepdad is a Benjamite, right? My stepdad is a Benjamite. His father is a so-called Chinese man, okay, that came to Jamaica and laid down with a Jamaican woman and produced like was crazy fruitful. Then I don't even know how many kids that man might have over 30 kids, okay. I was going to different parishes and stuff, and he like, yeah, this is Charlie such and such, X amount of children, this that, and they was looking like lighter hued, like Sean Paul, you know, but they had like kind of like a little bit of like Moab features and stuff, like yeah. And it's my stepdad, my mom, or my mom, my stepfather is you know, he was born in in the land, well, he was born in the West Indian island of Jamaica, which you know, the so-called West Indians are the Benjamites, okay. Different islands, St. Lucia and different islands in the West Indies are the Benjamites, son of the right, okay. And but his father, it was like looking like, as I'm gonna go kind of show you, because I had seen a picture of him, and he was like a ruddy, or kind of looking reddish hues, all right, but brown, Israelite man. I mean, or more looking like a Moabite, but he had brown like this guy, okay, crazy, you know, and like even he don't look like no typical Moab. This guy right here, just off the outward, he don't look like no regular Moabite, okay. So there's Jake that's all over and looking all over the world, and they look like other nations, you know. But you gotta travel and see. Look, see, smiling, you know, got a little fro, you know, bro game going. Got the little dogs. But yeah, it's a lot of Israelites, man, and like, you know, we as the sand of the sea, man, we scattered, so you know it's crazy. And the Lord gonna save a lot of these different Jake that's all over this world too. You know, scattered abroad and such. You know, they kind of blown away seeing the camera and stuff. But yeah, this is extreme poverty right here. You know, and Jake ain't strange. Look, he got LeBron on his shirt, but he supposed to be a heathen. You know, they wearing jerseys. You know, all Jake, man. I'm trying to tell you, most of these people, Jake, man. You could go into different, you know, history and stuff like that. Yeah, like you see that, and you have a lot of beautiful women that are Israelite foreigners. You know, you gonna tell me that this girl right here, a brother ain't gonna wanna, of course, deal with? That's what you gonna tell me? There's some brother that's gonna want a woman that's naturally beautiful. They don't need no makeup, and they got long hair, and then body nice and feminine. Okay, so you know, hey, the Lord gonna be doing some beautiful things. Which also brings another testimony. So I need to just go to the actual the dream. The dream basically was I was in a jiu-jitsu academy. The jiu-jitsu academy was packed. It was packed to the brim. I don't know how people was gonna galal or roll in the or spar, with so many people. And basically what ended up happening, like I seen like different groups and stuff, and I had like a rash guard. I had my there's a particular rash guard that I have. I think I had it on, but apparently it was off. And I'm sitting there, it was weird. I was walking around without a rash guard, like, typical people would do in a gym, like gymnos, they would work out naked. But me, I don't take off my shirt or nothing like that. I have a rash guard and stuff to cover my legs too, spats or basically leggings. But apparently I didn't have my rash guard on, and I had went and looked for it, and I had found it and picked it up. But apparently, how it seemed as if I had a bit elevated status and such. Because it basically how I was walking around. I was walking around with a lot of confidence, and it was like I was somebody. It's like when you walk through a place and people move out the way for you. It was kind of like that. So basically, it was like kind of like I was instructed, basically to like somebody had basically gave me, like it was like say for example you have your daughter, and she you want somebody that's trustworthy to teach her something. It was like that. Somebody gave me it was like either the teacher gave me the girl to teach, to show her safely how to do techniques and stuff, and trusting that I can do that and perform that task. And basically I set her aside. I took her from wherever, and I took her, and I said, here, follow me. And she followed me, and she was very happy. And I sat her down, I sat down, and then basically I was gonna start with something basic, like standing up in base or something like that. But she had told me, she had told me what her name was. Now in the dream, she said Ehmen. Now the other day, which I'm like, what you trying to say, Aman or something? No, not eh. And I'm like, and what she looked like an Amalekite woman or something like that, like a real cute like Amalekite chick or something like that. All right, like a small hat, okay, a female small hat, okay, if you can get the slang, okay. Grandson of Esau type, okay. So she said her name was Ehmen, which, remember, my name is Amath. All right, Ba. All right, Shema Amath, that's my Hebrew name. So it's also spiritual, which Amath goes into being true, or truth. All right, but it's contracted from, in this root word in the etymology, from apparently man. That's how you say it in the Lashon HaKodesh, in the proper pronunciation in the Hebrew, and the Lashon HaKodesh, the holy tongue, or the Lashon Tahar, the Lashon, which is language, and Tahar is pure. She was trying to say, if she was trying to say man, which she said man, which I actually uttered the definition. I was like, yeah, to be faithful or to conform. I said this in the dream, so the Lord have you meditating in your sleep. The scriptures speak about that, meditating day and night. Let me see. Even in my dream, I'm sitting there. Meditation. it's a good scripture right here. This is Psalm chapter 104 and 34. My meditation of him shall be sweet, and I will be glad in Yahweh. Okay, a meditation. Okay, going to Shayach. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I rob shall sweet. All right, I rob is in the evening too, but I rob. I robah. But it goes into be pleasant or sweet, agreeable. Meditation, musings, talk. Hey, you have different communications, okay? And we do receive in our dreams different communication from that power. All right, prophets receive visions and such, and dreams. All right, it's just deciphering it, what it is and what it means. Let me see if I can find it in Psalms, another scripture. This is Psalms chapter 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Okay? So, hey, we meditate in the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai, even within our sleep. That's deep. So, the woman, the girl, she had to be like, she of a marriageable age, and she was I don't know, she could be like early or very very early 20s, if not 18, if not, but of a marriageable age. Was beautiful too, had long black hair. It's kind of that fuzzy black hair, something like that. But yeah, she was she told me her name, and then I went to proceed to show her how to do stuff, and she was listening. She was obedient. Okay. And it was very of a pleasant dream. It was very pleasant. Okay. And I actually woke up and I was like happy, and then I just as you see here right now, I'm just putting this right onto a dream testimony, or just a faith booster, because also the brother was given a exhortation, brother Mayim here in our GREATMILLSTONE Plaintables camp in Philadelphia. He been making this statement a lot too. He said, "We are about to be famous, bro. This truth gives us wisdom that the world doesn't have. People are about to take care of us." That's right. And that also brings up the scripture when it say, put to shame. I think it's in Micah or Malachi. Or no, Zephaniah. Zephaniah 3:19. It says, "Behold," you can even bring that out. This is Zephaniah 3:17. "Yahweh, thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out," Israelites. All right, and it's going to be the elect. "And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame." All right, and the prophets are going to get this fame. They're going to get this name. All right, FMA. You go to the word for Fame is shum, which is name, which is glory or reputation. So even when I was in the dream, I was walking about in this dream. I mean, this gym, and it was as if I was like a top. Like it was like as amongst others, I was a top person in that place. And like I said, people looked like they looked at me and looked at me, and in a point of respect, you know. And it was like that. And when I was, told, that's of an honor. If you told by somebody that, hey, you can go and show them this and that person trusts that person, and they look at you, that you gonna teach them something real nice, or real good, it's an honor. I'm gonna go back up because I think the brother had brought out another point as well. He brought another point out, but he been saying it often. You always be telling me the Lord gonna basically, he got something real good, coming towards and for me too. Get the spoils. So yeah, man. I had that dream, and I was happy, and then like you see in this video, man, Polish women prefer to date so-called black men over their own. So-called weak boys are mad. There's a lot of Polish Israelites. Okay, they're known as when you look up Polish, go back to Pole, going to basically like a field dweller. So they like the Mexicans of Europe. They work real hard too. Real nice people. Yeah, man. They can be hard. They can be hard people too, man. Look at, yeah, like Solomon stuff too.
A brother there. Oh, she can get down and dirty. And then hold on. And these aren't Americans, by the way. These are Americans. These are brothers from Nigeria. These are brothers from Africa. So
But you got a lot of Israelites in Africa, especially in Nigeria.
if you brothers in Africa and you're like, hey, I want some vanilla, I'm tired of some chocolate, I want a little something different, Poland is wide open. Germany is wide open. Okay? Do you want to successfully date women abroad?
Let me skip
Keep
that.
in mind now, a lot of these women, let me get to the big screen real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's just finish the video. And then I'm gonna tell y'all some truths. Look, she all on it. Another one all on it.
Damn. Yeah, and they doing the moves. Ain't no normal white girl grinding up on a dude crotch like that. On the cocky, as they would say in Benjamin. She's sitting there grinding them hips all up on the ball, holding him all night. Look, no white girl don't move. So-called white woman don't move like that. Okay?
They wild.
And look at the figure. So don't even like. Come on, what do you think these figures is like that for? That's for Jake, man. Because the world was made for our sake. Okay? All right, we gonna get that real quick. Let me get that real quick. I mean, so we got great things to be looking forward to, and that we got coming and is happening. Okay, our sake world. That's in the second address, the 5th chapter, I believe it will say. World made our sakes. Yep, this is the second address, the 5th chapter, and it says in the 59th or the 59th verse. I'm gonna actually read a bit above. This is verse 57, and it reads. It says, I started even a bit above. This is 54. Second address 6 and 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. All right, that's the master. All right, that's your superintendent, man. Our supreme intendant right there. Okay, if you can get it. Of all thy creatures, all the creation of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Okay, but of all the people of the Adamites, you have a chosen sect, and that it be of today the Israelites. All right, they are the sons of God. All right, all this have I spoken before, O God, or O Lord, thou because thou madest the world for our sakes. All right, so the world was made for our sake. Okay, so understand that. Going down, you can read about the other nations, being as nothing. But I'm gonna read this verse through the Spirit. Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, the only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. Okay? If the world now be made for our sake, why do we not possess the inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Ezra was asking that. Okay, question. You can go in the history more too. But yeah, man, being in captivity, being under this vanity, Isaiah will ask these questions, So yeah, let's go back to this video.
Okay, so here's the truth, dude. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, and we're gonna get the. I got a message for you too, Brad. You stick around.
This ball, funny ball. He ex Air Force. He saved up his bread, and I think he lives abroad somewhere. And he basically talking about he kind of like a passport bro in a sense.
A lot of these women want mixed children.
Yeah, and remember, they're not gonna be mixed. They're gonna be the Israelite, but you got with another Israelite or another nation, but the seed is determined by the father. Okay. But they want to be with literally a man that's not of their nation, and then they looking at a so-called black man as who they want to be with, and literally that was literally my and like say like me, like that was literally like my previous chick I had. That was literally what she allegedly had claimed. She didn't want a guy, all right, that's from the nation where she come, which if everybody know about me, she was a Scottish, or a Scot, like so-called white man, but she was an Israelite. I believe in the spirit, and she didn't want allegedly a so-called black man. All right, I mean a so-called Scottish man or looking like a white guy, which a lot of Scots over there they're Israelites. Okay, you go into the history how we ruled there, in the Dark Ages and such. Yeah, and they want to have them gorgeous looking children that a lot of times is produced when we get with women look like so-called white women. Okay.
A lot of these women in Europe want mixed kids. Also, a lot of them are curious about BBC.
Yeah, they ready. They want to find out about if we really packing, all right, underneath it, which is obviously true. I mean, I don't like, like what the hell, They want that. They want that business, okay, and that's fine. And they find out it's true, okay. And as in the world that say, once you go so-called black, you don't go back. Yeah, and wicked to find out. Like, hey, I ain't even gonna speak anymore, on the whole situation. But you'll find out what a chick do afterwards. After they break up, what they do. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you that is the honest truth, dude. I shouldn't tell the story on YouTube, but I'm gonna tell it. I was in Austria, okay, and if you guys know, 304 is legal in Austria.
Everybody 304 basically going into if the women that stand before you, okay, for a price, okay, and you paying for the service. That's what we're talking about here.
They have
in Austria
these buildings full of 304s selling box for a price.
Mm-hmm.
You can even get them delivered to you.
Damn.
Okay?
That's some courier type time.
I got one delivered to me. She comes to the crib, and this is a 304, by the way. A 304 that you pay to smack up. Okay?
This is crazy.
She comes to the crib, and it's nothing, by the way. €50, which is chump change. I'm in and out of town, all right? She comes to the crib, I pull my pants down, and she says, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I need to take a picture of this. I need to take a picture. I need to take a picture of this and show it to my friends.
Yeah, it's like these chicks can't believe it. Okay, the truth behind what we are as Jake. Okay.
Okay? I'm not saying that I'm Joe Schmo, home, crazy, whatever, right? But I've been called Girth Brooks here and there, okay? She wanted to take pictures of it to send to her friends.
Crazy.
Okay? They put that into context. You are a 304. Mm-hmm. You sell box.
Yeah, and you like that, and that's weird too. You know, that's weird too. I think that's weird. How a chick that usually seeing dangs all day, and then all of a sudden, you telling me what the majority of the things you seeing is not that, you mean? So, you know, hey, it speaks a lot. You know, hey, brothers know, okay? Fucking, how these chicks be marveling at Jake and shit.
Box for a living, okay? You sell box for a living. This is your profession, okay? But you are so enamored by a BBC that you want to take pictures of it, okay? Right. So people are like, okay, well, what's your point, Skylar? The point is that if a 304 who sells box is enamored by a BBC in Eastern Europe,
right?
What is the average Polish girl, average Austrian girl, average German girl thinking about the BBC?
Put
that into context, and that's why Brad ain't happy. Brad is mad. Let's look at
Brad. So Brad would be Esau.
Some of the comments about Brad. Poor Brad in Wall Street Silver. This is a Brad. Poland is lost. He says Poland is lost. They got almost 1 million impressions. Poland is lost to who? Because it ain't lost to me. It ain't lost to the brothers that I'm chilling with. It ain't lost to the passport brothers who be moving and shaking. It ain't lost to us. Poland is lost. It ain't lost. Cultural enrichment is looking good. So they bitter, boy. Mm-hmm. And these white boys are mad. All white male race comes down to not being able to cock block. They can't cock block. And here's the problem I got for Brad. Let me get to the big screen. This is my issue with you, Brad. And if you want to come see me, Brad, I'm in Copacabana. If you want a problem with it, come and get it. Okay? You got a problem with me? Come see me. Okay? But I also got a couple of Brads in my Patreon. I do consultations with Patreon. Some of y'all are cool. But here's the problem with Brad. Brad wants a gatekeep.
Yo, I'm about to call Aishashua Brad. Yakura Aishashua Brad. I'm about to start calling Esau Brad. Nah, we'll keep you as Esau.
He wants to gatekeep. He wants to gatekeep Europe, but he don't even want to go to Europe.
Right.
He in Latin America. He in Asia.
Yeah, Esau going over there getting all that, but you know he don't want you, Jake, to go over there. He'll keep telling y'all, oh, they racist over there, man. They don't want to see you over there. You go over there, it's a whole nother story. Exactly. Speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Own mom telling me not to go over to certain places and finding out it's totally different. Stop. Okay, that's why you got to be traveled. Okay, a man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. He that had no experience knoweth little, but he that had traveled is full of prudence. When I traveled, I saw many things, and this from Sirach 34th chapter, and appropriate verses. I'm at verse 10 or 11 now. When I have traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I express. Okay? But you get experience from trying out, from traveling, okay? And you'll see the truth. There's a lot of falsehoods about places that are falsehoods that just keep you, or gatekeep, which we'll look into the term gatekeep. The gate is like an entrance, and the keep is to preserve people from entering. A gatekeeper is a person that controls access to something. And you have the Esau Edom, who have control of the earth, and he'll push out in the media different falsehoods or propaganda to keep you from going out and traveling different places. And like you say, you see, I've been doing these videos. This chick flew all the way across the world to basically hang with this Jake. All right, he might be out of so-called Africa, but he most likely is an Israelite. They over there, he over there in China. These chicks is all about the ball. They just want to take a picture with Jake and stuff like that. And we gonna get all of this. Look how they all looking at, dude. Like I say, we saying we about to win, and we already winning. We already gonna say it present tense because it's already manifested. It's here. It just gotta happen, okay? And it's prophetic, Yeah, look how the Chinese looking at the ball. She's looking at the camera, but looking at him in the camera, basically. Okay. Nice things, man. We got some nice things coming. Okay? On deck, really. And they want to please a Jake. Okay? This Jake, he's sitting there he was telling them the straight up. And I don't like this coffee, but they still trying to, this is free. Yeah. So, let's keep going into this video, man. I love doing videos like this, man. Travel, talk about truth.
Ripping and running, ravaging, knocking off these girls in the Philippines, knocking them off in Thailand, getting...
Yeah, he over there running around getting cheap chicks if he's straight paying, or he dealing with these chicks, and he trying to keep you out from them. When you could be... They really want you. They look at him because obviously he's in power, and he's set up as, he's right. But... everybody know how we get down. We destroy. We the best lovers, okay? We destroy. Talking about we going in when we get doing the do, okay? When we do get to do the do, if you get what I mean, all right? These chicks want to be they want to be humble, okay? They want that strength on them. Go on.
The most beautiful girls using his white skin to his advantage because we know they be bleaching their skin out there in the Philippines and skin whitening creams in Thailand. So he goes over there and he don't have any issues with sleeping with all the women there, even from high end or hall, the baddest women, brag. Same thing in Latin America too. He be all over Latin America. I've done a lot of consultations.
And I'm gonna leave it right there. So heavy, man. Now the scriptures say also in Sirach 34 that the vision of dreams in verse 3 is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of face to face to a face. So you could be thinking about it's not I was in a gym and I was surrounded by women. And I was teaching and other people too, but I went and I was basically instructed to teach a particular woman basically what I know, which I know jujitsu, but what also I know, which is the truth. You can have women that's basically willing to learn the truth and willing to, as they say, scriptures do say are people gonna be willing to dare thy power, but also it does talk about 7 women shall take a hold one man, saying they will eat our. Let me get it real quick. Favorite precept type. Isaiah chapter 4:1. It says, and in that day, time of Jacob trouble, 7 women shall take hold of one man with strength. Hazak, okay, they taking hold with vigor and strength, okay. It ain't normal, okay? It's going to be the prevail. Look, they going to harden themselves. Hey, it's like I got to have you, all right? We keep bringing out the book of Eli, all right? To hold fast, to stick fast, to be earnest, bound fast. Okay, to make firm, strengthen, and confirm. Strengthen so much as with muscles well bound. Okay, it's like they thinking like somebody trying to use all their strength to be with you. Okay, and they not taking the no for an answer. Okay, it's gonna be that bad out here. The place is gonna be crazy. Okay, a lot of women that are with weak men that's not really men. They don't have the virtues. The Lord put to death their current husband, and then that thus make her free from the law of her husband. Then makes her free game, and then the Lord have it, which is set up for her to be saved by being with the elect man. Okay, stuff like that gonna be going on. Okay. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, or your sins. Okay? They're going to want to go back to be traditional women and to be obedient under Jake. Okay? It's like, man, of the elect. Okay? A complete batch of women. Okay? For each particular brother. All right? This is prophecy. Okay, and that's what could pretty much, that vision could have went and showed. Okay, and it's like a beautiful thing when you could teach a woman and mold her and form her to the way you want her to be. I've had instances where obviously I taught women, things in jujitsu. But it's like real like innocent and like docile, like the chick's stupid and she just gotta follow and trust, and then they be playing around and stuff. Basically, you might as well just be on the team, okay? If you chosen, okay? And a lot of times, a lot of women, they look for men in gyms, okay, that could be a protector. All right. So yeah, man, a man shall be made more precious than fine gold. Okay. Hey, brothers will be coveted after. All right, and that's what that vision, could be. I believe a resemblance of. Okay, one thing to another. It's not talking about no gym. It's talking about the Lord blessing. Because I actually, basically what I did, I prayed. I had put up a particular prayer, for a certain blessing, and the vision itself is a face booster. All right. So, yeah, man. So, we gonna, hey, Lord, will I do another going into this Brad situation with the brother? Or the this particular Skylar D. Rowan. I like his videos a lot, man. He real upbeat. He kind of remind me of myself. Like he Ephraimite or something like that, but he probably Judah or something like that. And or he could be an Israelite foreigner too. Yeah, he could be a Judite, but still be an Israelite foreigner. Like his dad could be a so-called white man. He, mom is a Israelite woman. You don't know, but I'm gonna get to it. So shalom to the elect. Hope you're edified by the lesson.